CBG News, CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone. Hold on a minute, y'all. Ooh, y'all pray for us that we make it through the storm on tonight, honey. Get some sauce out that bag. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come into the building. We got a lot to talk about on tonight. We definitely have a lot to talk about on tonight, guys. I want to give you guys an update on Sophia Mason. So I want to wait a few minutes for everybody to enter in, and then we're going to get into the content on tonight. Guys, it's been storming, child. It's been storming here. Kids got out of school early. Oh, I'm regretting that. But we're here. We are here. Let's just wait a few minutes. Hey, Trisha, girl, y'all done sent the storms this way, didn't you? You done sent the storms this way, honey. I swear to God you did. Because, honey, ain't no way. Child, it is crazy here. It just stopped raining, but it's supposed to rain some more. So, we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works. But it's just crazy to me. And then the kids was out of school. They got out of school at 1:30. And I was off, so I just went ahead and it's cold there. Oh, child. Huh? Because of the storm, baby.
Oh, I get it.
Because of the storm, honey. Yeah, it's supposed to get back cold here. Child, I'm trying to turn my heat back on. I am not trying to turn my heat back on, but I may have to. Or we may turn on them heaters.
Mommy, look. Shake, shake.
Because I'm about... Stop. Because I'm about good on all that.
Okay, I'm going to
about good. I'm tired of these highlight bills. That is not the life, the highlight bills. Period. But we're gonna get into the content in just a minute, guys. Oh. I'm just gonna move along. I'm just gonna move along. It's been a long day. Stop, Jamel. It's been a long day, but we here. We about to get into this content on tonight, guys. I definitely want to say, if you're listening in, please hit the like button as you enter in. Make sure you hit the like button. If you want to share me out, please share me out. Share me out to everyone on all social media platforms. So I told you guys that I wanted to do an update on Sophia Mason. More detail has came out on today. It makes me angry. What I'm about to tell y'all is very graphic and disturbing. Mm, it gonna piss you. It'll piss anybody off because as a mother, could you let my thing is as a mother, how could you allow a man to touch on your child inappropriately like that? So I'm about to go into great details on Sophia. Her mother has been formally and officially charged with homicide. That's the baby's death. Might well call it neglect too. So here it is, and we're gonna speak on it. Let's see. Excuse me, y'all. And I just want to say they need to sue DHS. I do want to say this. DHS in that part of the California in where these young girl lived at in California, they need to be investigated because that little girl should have been removed from her mama. I definitely want to say that. So let's get into this content, guys. So it says here, guys, that it says here, this is what it says. It says a Hayward mother allegedly spoke chilling words to family members days before police found her 8-year-old daughter dead. It says here prosecutors have formally charged Sophia Samantha Johnson with murdering her daughter, Sophia Mason. Sophia, as we guys know, was reported missing to the Hayward Police Department on March the 8th after her grandmother received a disturbing phone call from the girl's mother. It says here that Samantha basically said, this is what the grandmother said. She said, Samantha called and said, I'm going to come visit you today and tomorrow. And this time I won't have Sophia and it will be like it used to be. My thing is, she could have been, she's jealous of her daughter. Hey, Joe. She was jealous of her daughter. Sad to say it, but it's true. She was jealous of her daughter. She was jealous of her own damn daughter. Anyway, she says here that the grandmother became alarmed and she asked, where is Sophia? And where is Sophia going to be? What did you do with her? She said, Samantha said, I got rid of her. I was tired of her. So, as you guys know, investigators found the baby's body on March the 11th in her boyfriend's house in Merced County. The boyfriend name is Dante Jackson, and at this moment he's still at large, so they haven't found him yet. It says here that the Merced County District Attorney Office charged Johnson and Jackson, so this is the mother and her pimp, with murder and child abuse on today. It says here that, we know that Sophia lived most of her life at her grandmother's house. It says here that the grandmother raised her, cared for her, wrote her in school, and they had a strong relationship. Sophia loved her grandma, and her grandma loved Sophia. And they were doing well until Samantha came back last year and took her away. It says here that the mother was involved in illegal activities, and she has been known to go in and out of prostitution. We didn't know who Sophia's biological father was even to this very day. As we guys know, she decided to come back into Sophia's life. And it says here the family members asked the mother why she suddenly wanted to remove the girl from her grandmother. The only thing that she said was that she had a new boyfriend, Dante Jackson, and that he wanted to meet Sophia. And this guy specifically asked for Sophia. So it says here that the baby stopped going to school. Says here that the sister tried to gain legal custody of Sophia because she was concerned for this young little girl's life. It says here that it was a CPS filing in Alameda County, saying that the sister said that her sister was mentally unstable, worked as a prostitute, and was periodically homeless and hung out with bad people. In response, the CPS worker, "Hey Lawrence, how are you?" It says here, CPS workers met with Johnson, the mother, and Sophia in the park. My thing is, why y'all didn't meet her at her home? Why you didn't ask her where's y'all physical location? Where are y'all physically living at? It says here that it was the first time Sophia had been seen since she was taken. And it says here the baby legs was full of bruises. Exactly. Sick. Pedo. That's all what it is. Sick and pedophile. That's all what it is. Just sick in the mind. Just sick in the mind. Let me just add that. It says here that the baby legs were filled with bruises and scabs. She said her mommy and her mommy's boyfriend were beating her, and they were beating her with belt buckles. Do y'all know a belt buckle hurt, right? Belt buckles hurt. Somebody need to be beating them with some belt buckles right now. According to CPS, but CPS still allowed Sophia to live with her mother back at the pimp house. Y'all, this makes me angry. It says here that the news asked the Alameda County CPS workers for a comment. They had no comment. Why you ain't got no comment? It says here that the social service spokesperson said the agency cannot comment publicly on child abuse cases and decline to answer any questions. So they let you know that they don't want to admit that they dropped the ball on it, just like they did with Gabrielle Fernandez and all the other little children that has been, has died because CPS refused to take the children knowing that they were neglected. Stop getting in your feelings, CPS workers, and do your job. I understand you are overloaded and underpaid, but you don't want a child to fall in the cracks and end up losing their life when the only thing you had to do was remove. I understand it's hard to find people that are foster homes that will take children in. But I'd rather for a child to be removed than to go through any kind of neglect and abuse. That's what I said. Don't get into these positions unless you want to help. Even though you may be overworked and underpaid, but you're getting help to help children. Not sitting up here just doing a job. Let me just say that. And I'm gonna finish this out. Then we're gonna get to the next story. It says here that the mother at one time was staying in a woman's shelter in San Leandro with her daughter last year. So she was staying in a woman's shelter too. So my thing is she was not stable enough to have this little girl. And it says when shelter workers realized that the mother was neglecting to feed her daughter's meals, They also called the CPS workers. So everybody is noticing that this baby is being neglected, and the CPS worker fails to remove her. What type of sob story did that girl feed you for you to not remove that baby? Mm-mm. I don't know. CPS remove children for way lot less. Um, it says here that he said the question. It says here the question we are all asking right now is, what does it take for CPS, for the police, to stop abuse from happening? They never made sure Sophia was okay. It says here, this is a cousin or friend. It says here that she was taken from us and she had a lot more life left to live. According to Hayward Police Department, the last time Sophia was last seen alive was in December while in the custody of her mother. It says here on March the 10th, and questioned her when the police questioned her about her daughter's whereabouts. The mother gave inconsistent answers and she was arrested 2 days later. But it says here in the newspaper that the mother told police that her boyfriend, listen to this, y'all. Listen to this. Yes. It says here that her boyfriend kept her daughter in a shed outside of Jackson's house where he sexually and physically abused the little girl, Sophia. And it says here that he went on the run before a homicide detective served a search warrant inside of his home and found Sophia's body. And it says here, we don't know how she died yet. But we basically know. It says here that the family, one of the family members want this to be known to the pimp. First of all, turn yourself in. Second of all, how dare you? That little girl was loved and she was precious. There's no reason at all to hurt a child. Not for money, not to keep your secrets, not for anything. If there is one fiber of morality in you, then turn yourself in the police. They had held a candlelight vigil for Sophia on Saturday, and her mom is held without bond with no bail, and she is slated to enter a plea when she is arraigned on March the 28th. So she's going to take a plea there, I guess, to testify against him, because she said that the reason why she allowed this dude, y'all, now she said the reason why she allowed this dude to do this is because she was afraid of it. But my thing is, if you were standing in a woman's shelter at one time with this baby, then you got away and you could have stayed away. Don't ever be afraid to say, I know it's hard to walk away from situations and things like that, but it has to come a time when you have to pick your child over your wants and your needs and your. I don't think that's right. Exactly. The girl had a mental illness, but my thing is she could have just left her with her mother. If you have any information, you're listening right now, if you have any information about where the pimp is, Jackson, please call the Hayward Police Department or call Mercy Police Department and ask for Detective John Pennegar at 209-388-7712. Okay? She does. She not gonna get a deal. They probably gonna get her life without the possibility. Or they're gonna give her 20 years and let her do the 20 years. But she gonna have to testify against him. And that's how we're gonna work. When it comes to that type of situation, guys, somebody gotta testify against somebody. I wouldn't be shocked if he ends up with the death penalty. Usually how it works in cases like this. But yeah, he's sick. He's sicko. And then for her to sit here and allow, thank you, Joseph. And for someone to sit here and allow, let me just say this. For someone to sit here and allow a mother to sit here and allow a man to inappropriately touch on their child, you need to be slapped. I'm sorry. Like, before I got on here, y'all, I got real angry. I started crying because I have a daughter. And I mean no harm. But ain't nothing above mine. Ain't nothing above my children. But when you laying down with different Johns, you ain't gonna know. You ain't gonna know when you laying down with different Johns. And that means different men. Because you prostitute. She could have been allowed all kinds of men to just she laying out with all kinds of men having sex with them. She don't know. Lord, in the name of Jesus. I don't mean no harm when I say this. Don't be that kind of mother that you can't figure out who's your child's father. Even though if your child fathers may not be nothing, but your child should have the opportunity to know who is their father. And if their father ain't nothing, they'll figure it out. Trust me, mine's going through the same thing. Basically. I know it makes you angry, Trisha. It makes me angry. You sit there and allow somebody to lock my baby in not my baby, but lock this baby in a shed and beat her and sexually assault her. That's sickening. That is so sickening. And I hope whatever comes his way, he gets it. Straight up. And they need to find him. He probably somewhere on the run. Probably somewhere in California hiding. Because he don't want to. My thing is, if you don't want to go to jail, then stop doing things to put you in jail. First of all. And while you on the run, you weren't scared to touch the little girl inappropriately, knowing that this is wrong. Because God, I'm going to tell y'all something. God gives us a sound mind. God gives us a sound mind. And he gives us a sound mind to know from right and from wrong. And he knew he was wrong for touching that little girl. And he didn't care. He did it anyway. Sick. Anyway. Probably. I am not a street walker, child. I don't see how people do it.
Can you open this?
Hold on a second, y'all. Here. Here. All right, y'all, I'm back. So guys, the next thing is we're going to talk about on tonight. It's this girl. She's been missing since like last year, around July. She's been missing. And y'all, I got to talk about this story. Y'all, let me tell y'all something, man. This is something that we really, really, really need to talk about in the Black community. We need to talk about dealing with the issues of domestic abuse that happens in our Black community and all the Black women that are dying from domestic abuse. We got to talk about these things. It's like, why do a man have to put his hands on a woman to control or to put fear in someone? God didn't put a woman on this earth for a man to beat on them. He put when a man finds a wife or a woman, he finds a good thing. A woman's supposed to be a man real, not someone for him to beat on in such and treat like crap. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much domestic abuse that happens in the black community that a lot of people just say, well, it ain't me that it's happening to, so they just turn their head at it. But you shouldn't turn your head, guys, when someone is abusing someone. No one deserves, man or woman, to be abused. You know, it's the truth. So guys, I'm gonna pull this young lady picture up for you guys to see. Then we're gonna get into it. So thank y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, it has to be or something because you can't say, oh, she's my backbone, I love her, but you beating her. No. Anyway, we're gonna pull her picture up, guys, and we're gonna talk about her story. It's just sad that this girl been missing for over a year, and she's been found in such a manner. It's sad. Hold on. Okay, y'all. This is Audreona Barnes. She was 19 years old, and she has been missing. Excuse me. She has been missing since July. It says here that she was confirmed to have been located in Warrensville Heights. And it says here, police in Cleveland say they were called to an apartment complex on the 4700 block of Warner Road around 6:30 p.m. Thursday, where a cleaner had discovered the remains of a body. It says here the home previous tenant, which it came out to be her boyfriend, had apparently been evicted a week ago, and the employee found the body while moving a pile of clothes on the balcony. It says here that the Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner Office took possession of the remains and has since identified the remains of the 19-year-old Audreona Barnes. She had been missing since July the 30th, 2021, and at that point, this came out March the 19th. So this came out Sunday, and they couldn't identify her body. Now, let's go into more in-depth details about Audreona and what happened to her. Exactly. We got to start defending ourselves. We definitely have to. I used to be so afraid. Oh, a man is stronger than me. But child, just hit him with a frying pan upside the head, stab him, whatever you got to do to get him off you. And it says here, guys, it says here that the cleaner, I'm going to go in more detail, says here the cleaner found the body, which was, her body was wrapped in a blanket. And then, y'all, the sad part about it, the guy left this girl's body out there to decompose faster by leaving it out in the open. I swear to God, child. It says here that her boyfriend, whose name is Benny Washington, had been evicted, and he was arrested and charged with aggravated murder and gross abuse of a corpse. It says here that this young lady was shot in the head, and investigator reportedly found bullet casings near her body. And a bullet hole in the wall inside the apartment. It says here it's unclear how long the body was sitting. Child had been sitting on the balcony, child. But it says police say it appeared it had been purposely left outside to speed up the decomposition. So to speed up the I guess he was trying to get her to decompose real fast, so can't nobody see her body. These people crazy. Hey, Risa Cup. Is that what I was thinking? Like, did no one hear shooting or anything like that? Or they were just sitting, well, I'm just gonna mind my business. Because, child, when I hear gunshots, I get scared. It says here that the boyfriend, Benny, that police had received report about his erratic behavior in public in the weeks before his arrest on Saturday. It says here that he ran into someone's home on Friday after being spotted by the police. It says here that, and this man, child, she was outside. Might have smelled like a dead dog. I ain't never smelled a dead human, so I don't want to smell a dead human. And then he had her body covered up in blanket on top of some clothes. He just had it at the bathroom. I'm gonna show the pictures in a minute. It says here as well, guys, that it says here that he jumped out the window, child. It says here that on that day that she became missing, says here that she met with the army recruiters the day she went missing. Says here that police had told that the recruiters picked her up, dropped her off at her boyfriend's house, but it was unclear if Barnes had made it inside the apartment. According to her mother, Aqua, she was last seen being dropped off at Washington's house in Cleveland. It says here Washington had received a text from her number asking to be picked up at a gas station. So this is the boyfriend. Why they always do the stupidest stuff? I know. But that's the stupidest stuff you can do. You know you done killed them. So what you gonna do? You gonna text them the family, try to throw them off, text them a text message from the person's phone. Like they don't know how they text. Y'all are the stupidest damn criminals. Anyway, it says here that that the mother claims that the text didn't seem like it came from her, and that was the last time anyone heard from her. Per her family, who said her social media accounts were deactivated. I guess so, Trisha. I guess so. It says here who said her accounts were deactivated, her phone was turned off. It says here that the detective Gregory Curry told the local news outlet he tried to interview Barnes' boyfriend but was unsuccessful. I'm gonna pull the picture up of her crazy ass boyfriend. He looked crazy. Child, let me get y'all a picture of him. I'm gonna see. No, that ain't even it. Yeah, I gotta show y'all the picture of this crazy man. Look like something ain't right with him. This is the boyfriend. Um, and it's some more things, guys, that he did. This ain't the only thing that he has done. So it says here, um, that this guy as well has several felony convictions. Several. It says here that back in 2010, he shot and wounded a woman in the back over a $40 cocaine debt. Crazy. It's simple as that. Just crazy. And he was sentenced to 7 years in prison. So, child, please don't never get in a relationship with a habitual criminal, because usually they're going to be abusers. They're going to be no good for people like her. It's sad. It's sad. But let's listen to this. To interview of the family and give our thoughts. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna pull it up. It's gonna be some foul language, but hey, y'all know I use it. Hold on, y'all. So this man was 39 years old, y'all. 39 years old. 39 years old. With a 19-year-old girl. You couldn't find nobody your age? Child, he more of a drug dealer, but you know, usually some people use their products too, child. All right, everybody coming together. Y'all, I'm trying to get to. Child. All right, y'all. This Black Panther child.
Let's go. Who we here for? Audreona. 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 No justice. No peace. Justice for who? Audreona.
They doing a vigil or a walk for Audreona.
We'll make a statement in 1 minute. Let them all come. I want them all to be here with you. Who we here for? Audreona. 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 We got a lot of people here. Come on, this way. Who we here for? Audreona. Y'all kind of circle this station right. Come on. Y'all stay right there. Come on. Come on. Who we here for? Audreona.
Like he don't about that.
Audreona. Who we here for? Audreona. Who we here for? Audreona. Justice for who? Audreona. Justice for who? Audreona. Here y'all. Justice for who? Audreona. Justice for who? Audreona. Justice for who? Audreona. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Make no mistake about it. This press conference, this protest is being held by the courageous women here. I'm telling you about the courageous women here because it was them, not me, it was them who searched for this baby. It was them who supported this mom. It was them who knew where that baby was. It was them who the police didn't listen to. And they're mad as hell. You don't want to get these women mad as hell. And it starts with mom. It's a damn shame what happened here. The disrespect that this mom got, the disrespect that these women got, they told the police everything. If they only followed their lead, my baby might have been right. Without me saying anymore, because it's not about me. It's about the women. We'll start with mom herself.
Every time Curry told me my baby walked away, or he knows she walked away and she's not in danger. What now? What you have to say now? And how long she was there? How? Even reaching out to the media and everybody don't know. The detective gotta tell us. What did you hear from? I got a police report that say she missed it. Wasn't nobody out there with me but her? And now nobody.
Me.
Nobody. Where was y'all at? Where y'all at? Where help? I mean, things I called and told her that was enough for him to even go look and he didn't even entertain it. He was stuck on, oh, she walked away and she would never just walk away from me or her siblings. Never. No, we don't have her. I won't get a phone call or a text every day no more. That's over.
Let me. You might step right up here. Step right up here. Okay, well, speak now. What you got what to say? It's right there. That's good. The police of whatever jurisdiction, and the media of wherever needs to listen to our mothers. Do we have to be white to have people look for the young black women and our black children, our young black men? They are not looked for. They're considered runaway daughters to just do what they want to do. The mother knew when something was wrong. Families need to be listened to. And if we have a sheriff's department, can't they come along to it? And another thing, it shouldn't matter that she lived in Warrensville or Mississippi in Cleveland. Cleveland should have been looking for her. That's who should have been looking for her too. Because that's where she went missing from. Why was it so hard for them to listen to this mother? Why is it so hard to listen to the parents of people that are missing? They know when something's wrong. Something's different. And the color should not matter. Color should not matter.
Like every birthday to her. And now she didn't get to get her 18th birthday. She turned 19 and she wasn't even here.
Ms. Maybach, who are you? Great investigative. I'm telling you, it's all about the women. Tell them, put the mask on, tell them the real story of the investigation. Go ahead.
I called Detective Curry many times. I found some clothes at the house across the street. I said I thought it had some blood on it. I told him to come over there, investigate. They just looked at it. I said something smelled wrong. He said it would be a different smell than being burnt up in the house. It doesn't matter. I smelled something wrong. I told him to go investigate the boyfriend. He walked across the street, talked to the boyfriend. The boyfriend threw a garbage can, and him and his partner just walked away. I said, you can't go in his house. You can't go ask him no questions. So I asked the man that stayed downstairs, or that had the house downstairs. He has cameras on the building. I said, how far do your cameras go down? I shouldn't be asking these questions. The police should be asking these questions. He should have took that camera and investigated and see how far he see if she got dropped off there. When did she get dropped off there? He should have went upstairs.
Man, that's the end of that, y'all. But it got good, didn't it? It got good. It got real good. It took a minute to get to the good part, but it got good. And Granny was right. Granny was right when she said, I cannot say, Trisha. I cannot say. But I know a mother is grieving tonight. I can say that the police dropped the ball on this, because if they're saying that it's blood and it's a different smell, that should let you know let me go and see what's going on. But no, it shouldn't matter what color you are. Your life matter. Your life matter. Audreona Barnes' life matter. No matter who she was and what color she was, her life mattered. And this man, that's why I said, when you see an older man like 39 years old with an 18, 19-year-old girl, it's all about control. It's someone that they can intimidate, someone that can control, the one that they can make put that fear in enough to do whatever they want them to do, because they have them thinking that their love is the right kind of love. But it's not. What 39-year-old man with so you're 20 years her senior, and it's mind control. That's all what it is. It's mind control. And then you use abuse as a way of mind control too. Y'all, I'm so over it. I'm so over it. I am. And I hope that this dude get whatever he comes his way with his crazy looking self. Oh, Lord, have mercy. How many women has to die? How many black women have to die for our little lives to matter? And I'm talking about, oh, Black Lives Matter too. Well, if our Black Lives Matter, then why are these no good busters abusing our black women, us black women? Why are they abusing us? Are y'all that intimidated by a woman that y'all have to abuse us because you are maybe a deadbeat or something like that? It This is how I feel. Like, we always talk about Black Lives Matter, but women lives matter too. And black women lives do matter. Y'all, I might need to make y'all, I'm gonna go in, we need to, all those women, we need to get a shirt that says Black women lives matter too. And then on the back, what about Black Lives Matter? Hashtag stop domestic violence. Exactly. Hashtag stop domestic violence. My women life matters. A woman life matters. Hashtag WLM. Women life matters. Anyway, y'all, that's what I have for tonight, man. I honestly want to say, okay, we may need to come. When is Domestic Violence Month, guys? Domestic Violence Month, y'all. I'm gonna try to bring out a shirt and talk about domestic violence, guys. I do. If you are a member, guys, I'm going to send my members a shirt for their birthday. I'm doing this for every member. So, members, please, if you're listening, please send me your birthday. Yeah, send me your birthday month, and I'm gonna send you a shirt. I like to do. I want to do something for my members too. But y'all, it's just breaks my spirit to know that we always talk about Black Lives Matter, but all these black women that lose their lives to domestic violence because they feel like that's the only type of love that they can get. It's sad. Some people make it out and some people don't. Please, if you're listening and you are a victim of domestic violence, get out while you can. Get out while you're still able to breathe. Don't let a coffin be your way out. Don't let your kids see you get abused because it affects them when they get older. Don't put a man over your child, especially when he's abusing you. Guys, that's all I got for tonight. Make sure you guys, if you're listening in, if you're new, thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, and if you're please make sure you like this video on your way out. If you want to join the membership, all you have to do is press the join button down below. I'm gone for the night, y'all. Y'all have a good night.